I actually wanted to showcase Zekrom, of course, with the new move, Fusion, what's it even called? Fusion Bolt, I think it's called, but sadly, I think, like, the dude that usually sends me the raids for them, it was, like, windy weather or whatever, so for me, trying to get Ultra League belts with windy weather is impossible. They have, like, I think at least, like, 2700 CP, so we have to deal here with some battles with Mega Salamence, and Mega Salamence is a very cool boy. I really actually didn't expect it to be that good, but it was so much fun. This Pokemon has insane stats. Like, you really want to get this one if you are, like, into raids, if you want to have something funny in general. Like, look at this thing just floating around, lost its arms in its Mega Evolution, but at least... Oh no, we actually can see the arms there. Do you see them, like, directly under this little belt there? But, very good Pokemon, very, very good Pokemon. I didn't expect it whatsoever. Look at this Fire Blast destroying the opponent. This Pokemon itself was very, very strong. You thought, like, okay, they don't have really strong moves in terms of that you get, like, fast to them, but just Dragon Tail with the insane amount of attack that this Pokemon has was crazy. Like, we are here at level 40 with the Pokemon. I think most people also use level 40. I didn't see a single one that used level 50 Pokemon. I played horrible most of the time, by the way, because I was also a little bit tired, but like, you're going to see a few games that I completely threw away, which happens, but in general, this Pokemon itself, I definitely can recommend you to get a lot of, yeah, what's called Mega Energy for this Pokemon. I think there might actually be some tasks for them as well now, that you're definitely going to have like one research which you can do, like one of those collecting challenges where you can get 50 of the energy already, which is going to be very nice. But we're going to take a look here as well. We're going to see the Dragonite coming in. Look how much damage it does to a Dragonite. This is a level 40 Salamence. You can even push it higher. This level 40 Salamence is around, I think, the CP of the Mega Latios already, which is crazy. So if you have the level 50, this thing going to be wild. I think I even have the enough X Alchemy for this Pokemon. I just don't have currently the Stardust to do this, so that's also the main reason why I don't go for like level 40 showcase for Zekrom. I could just build a new Zekrom, put it to level 40, but for me it's just not worth it. I might just elite tier my other one tomorrow, and we can take a look at the Zekrom at level 50 tomorrow, and the event begins in my area as well, so I don't even have to power up any other one as well. And then we're going to take a look at Zekrom tomorrow at like 1 PM or something. But yeah, today we're going to take a look still at the Mega Salamence. Mega Salamence is going to be a very fun Pokemon to use here. We can go for one outrage against the opponent as well, allowing us to knock out the opponent's Zerud. We see the Nihilego coming in. By the way, if you're going to notice that my first Pokemon, my Melmetal, going to swap later on. I had a shiny Melmetal before, which you see here as well in this battle, but then I remembered that I actually have already a better one powered up, so the IVs that you see here would not be fitting to this one that you see on the screen, but on the one that you're going to see later on, I have a 15, 15, 14. I just haven't used this Pokemon in ages, so I didn't even remember that I had 2 of them, because there wasn't a normal Master League available for, I don't know, like 3, 4, 5 seasons where you couldn't, like, where you were allowed to use no XL Pokemon as well. But yeah, right now we will be able to knock out this Katana, which is cool. Katana also one of the Pokemon that I kind of want to build. I think I have a Hundo and I have enough X Alchemy for it, but again, I don't have this Stardust. And next opponent, we will see here Melmetal against Mega Gyarados. Very good lead. I actually wanted to use Ho-Oh first in my lead, but if I would use Ho-Oh, I am way too weak compared to, like, in general against the Mega Gyarados, so I went for Melmetal. Melmetal, a very cool Pokemon. Here we see the Hexor's coming in. Hexor is gonna go down in 3 fast moves. I'm actually going to shield up the next move here because I thought I get more damage against whatever comes in anyway. With my Mega Salamence, we see a Mamoswine coming in here. Of course, the thing is, a lot of people, like basically all of my opponents knew I was going to run Mega Salamence. All of my opponents were able to use a Mega as well. Not everybody did, but like they all knew that I was using a Mega, and this was like literally the Mega that just came out. So a lot of people are going to use hard counter towards it, which is expectable. So even this showcase here shows more rougher version of it, but like this Pokemon itself is so strong. Just the raw fast move damage of Mega Salamence is insane. We can go ahead and go for one superpower here. A lot of, like, you're going to see at least 2 times with Melmetal where I really screwed up and didn't go for my moves in time, which is going to be funny, but we will be able to go ahead and farm them all the way down. We can go for one Iron Head against the against the Gyarados here. We should be able to knock them out as well. Crunch does so much damage. It's insane how much damage Crunch does to Dialga here. Gyarados, most likely still the best Mega Pokemon, but For our team, this was still manageable. Get wrecked, Mamoswine, and good game to my opponent. Next opponent coming up here, we're going to see the MEweedle against Mewtwo. Shadow Mewtwo here, very cool Pokemon, very cool pick from the opponent. We will be able to go ahead and go into our Dialga here, which will be able to shield up the next move, which is going to be a Side Strike. They usually run Shadow Ball on this Pokemon as well. We see a Snorlax coming in, we're going to overfarm a lot, so we might be able to get the shield from the opponent here, and we will be able to get the shield, which is amazing, as we can still go for our Draco Meteor, trying to knock out the Snorlax here, especially after the debuff from Superpower. This Draco Meteor going to hit hard and going to completely annihilate the Snorlax. Next coming in, most likely the Mewtwo. No, it's going to be the Gyarados. This is amazing. We can swap now into our MEweedle, we can avoid it with our Salamence in the back. We can take this move, going to be the Awkward Tail, not doing a lot of damage. We can catch the move here on our Salamence, but I thought like it's most likely the hardest hitting move here from a Shadow Mewtwo in this matchup, so I'm going to shield this move up. And you see how much damage I still do against the Gyarados. This is one of the bulkiest Pokemon in its only neutral. Of course, the opponent does super effective damage against me, so you see the Dragon Tails of them doing a little bit more of a damage there, but we still got them to the yellow health here pretty easily. We can take another move. Salamence is insane. We can take one move with the MEweedle here as well, unless it's a Hydro Pump, but it's going to be, of course, only an Awkward Tail. It's going to be a good game here. Super power landing, super powering, going to a finish of the opponent. Next one, we're going to see MEweedle against Giratina. I screwed this match up, I remember this one. We go into our Dialga, all good so far. We can take this move, all fine. And I thought here we're going to see a Dialga coming in against us. Very decent matchup for me because mine is actually best buddied. I forgot to do it in the first battle, but afterwards I changed. And now I can go ahead and go for one Iron Head. Go and get the shield from the opponent. I can shield here up as well. And I thought I can still get to one Draco Meteor. Turns out I missed out by one turn. I tried to go for the Iron Head. If I went for the Iron Head, this was already enough, but I was looking at my energy and not on the opponent's health. So I completely misplayed here. They can go for a Draco now. Otherwise, they either had one shield less than me, or like I had even more health or whatever. But like this, now we're going to have a Mamoswine against us, and like you know already, Mamoswine will have a great time against our Salamence. We see the Avalanche coming through. We're going to be able to go for our own charge move now, trying to get the final shield from the opponent, and we do. But this is not looking good for us. They're just barely able to go for another charge move here, going to knock us out as well as we face now the Giratina. At this point of time, I'm just overfarming a little bit because it doesn't matter. This game is over. There's nothing that we can do here anymore. I could go also for Superpower here just for the flex. Just want to see how low I can get them with Rock Slides here. But yeah, it's going to be a good game. I think the game would have been completely different if I didn't screw this move up there and went for my Iron Head, but good game there. Next one coming up here, we're going to face someone throwing some gifts around, which is cool. Actually, the animation looks still a little bit bugged. We see Excadrill in the lead. This is horrible for us, but we still have MEweedle, which has access to Superpower, which is actually not that bad. Superpower will be pretty decent here because you will have super effective damage against them. They're gonna go for another fast move here, allowing me to go for 2 superpowers, and now I can swap out into my Salamence. Trying to catch the Dual didn't work out, sadly. There's going to be a Rock Slide here. Dual would have been a very cool move to catch, but I'm going to be able to shield up this move, and I will be able to basically get rid of the opponent's Excadrill, which is all that I really want. We see Zacian coming in, and you know already what we have to do here. They're gonna go for the move just barely in time. A very nice timing by the opponent, but I cannot just give up the opportunity to go for one Fire Blast. Does this land against the opponent? It sadly does not. And this most likely cost me the game. I think I would have been way better off keeping my shield and just like trolling around with it. But like this, I am a little bit on a difficult spot. I can catch the move here on our MEweedle. I thought that Dialga is definitely the better Pokemon to use, and it's very good to catch it here on the MEweedle because of, yeah, the move there. I could have went for another charge move here, which was also a slight mistake. It didn't really matter. They would have won no matter what, so like, this was nothing I could have done. Conkeldurr is a core breaker for my lead and my save swap. There's nothing I can do about it, and as soon as my Salamence was gone, this game was basically already over. Next game here, MEweedle against Reshiram. Reshiram is weak to the Rock Slide, and I was counting, and here is the mistake that I do the entire time already. I always think that Fusion Flare is 50 energy. It is 45. Actually interesting that we still survive it. Don't know why he didn't get to another move. Why did I even go to my Salamence here? It didn't make sense either because Dialga was neutral against those moves. Like I completely misplayed it here from the get-go. As we face now Mega Aggron, and this Mega Aggron is going to completely annihilate our backline if I just played it smart. If I just went into my Dialga instead, for example, and like tried to knock them out with that, I would have been in such a decent spot, but I played this so horrible. It was kind of crazy. I think I actually would have completely hardwalled the opponent here if I just played it correctly. I should have just went on my Dialga, I should have just kept my lead alive, which I have to keep alive for other steel types, because like this, I can go for one Iron Head here, but I get the shield, but it doesn't really matter. I cannot even swap out in time. I don't even get to another Iron Head, and it's going to be it for this game. Completely misplayed by me, as we're going to get hit by this Stone Edge there. Start to talk German all of a sudden. Next opponent here, we're going to see Spicy Gecko. We're going to face a pretty horrible lead. We face also safe swap here with the Dialga. It's kind of neutral. I think win this in the 1 shields or something, but not in 0 shields. It's going to be awkward. And we're gonna get walled basically by this Metagross. Or do we? We can go at least for one Draco Meteor here. Let's see if they're gonna go for one Earthquake. Let's see, I'm going to let this move go through, I don't care about it. It's actually going to be a Meteor Mash, which is going to be good and bad at the same time. It allows me to go for another Draco Meteor here, but it allows the opponent to just farm me all the way down. And now the opponent has a ton of energy here, and I am thinking I can maybe no shield here. Let's see what they're going to do. They're going to go for another Meteor Mash. Very good for me, because I can farm them all the way down now, as this cannot be an Earthquake anymore. And we're in a decent spot. We will see the Garchomp coming in, and we see another Mamoswine in the back. Surprised about this? Not really, but we will be able to go ahead, go for another charge move here. Outrage gonna get the final shield by the opponent. But this Mamoswine has not the best IVs, which I'm going to take care of, because I will be able to go for another fast move here, knocking them out, and now also knocking out the Garchomp. The Mega Salamence just sweeping endgame here again, as we go into the final match of this video. Again, you're most likely going to see some content towards the Zekrom tomorrow, but like for today, there was no real way for me to get sadly footage for the Zekrom today, for Ultra League at least. And so we're going to take it at least some look at the Mega Salamence. I really wish there was a new Pokemon released as well for this cup, but at least we're going to see here how a Fire Blast can annihilate this Fairy type with our Mega Salamence, which is going to be amazing here. Going to put us in such a good spot. Disarming Voice can knock us out, don't care. We have our Melmetal, which can resist all the moves no matter what comes in. Now they have to tank either Rock Slide or the Superpower. It's going to be the Mega Latios, and as we have our Dialga in the back, this should be a pretty decent game. So this Pokemon looks like a Pokemon that you want to get. This one is insanely strong. Fire Blast is such a cool coverage move of it. We're going to have a Mega Master League later on available as well in the season, so definitely something you kind of want to get. Please leave a like on the video if you enjoyed this video, and I hope I see you in the next video. Have a great rest of your day. Bye!